McLaren's Fernando Alonso has been barred from racing in the Bahrain Grand Prix after suffering rib fractures and a partially collapsed lung in his 180 miles per hour crash in Australia. Medics made the call after conducting scans on the two-time world champion. He will be replaced by McLaren reserve driver Stoffel Vandoorne, who will be making his F1 debut in Bahrain. A disappointed Alonso, 34, says there was a risk the fracture could affect the lung but respects the decision. In Thursday's news conference in Bahrain, he revealed he suffered a pneumothorax, a partially collapsed lung, as a result of the accident in Melbourne, but this had now healed. He added it was not 100% that he will be able to race in China in 2 weeks and he will be tested again in the next 8 to 10 days, after which governing body the FIA will evaluate his condition. Alonso will stay in Bahrain for the race weekend to help Vandoorne and the team. The FIA said Alonso's chest scans showed insufficient resolution of the signs to allow him to compete. It is the second time in just over a year that Alonso has been forced to miss a Grand Prix on medical grounds. He sat out the 2015 season opener in Australia following a heavy crash in pre-season testing. The Spaniard spent 90 minutes with FIA doctors after arriving in Bahrain on Thursday, undergoing the standard checks for any driver who has suffered a heavy crash. Alonso's car rolled and landed upside down after he hit the back of Haas driver Esteban Gutierrez's car in Melbourne on March 20. His McLaren Honda team have had to prepare a new chassis and engine for this race as a result of the extensive damage incurred in the accident. Vandoorne, a 24-year-old Belgian, is the reigning GP2 champion, a level below F1 and one of the most highly regarded drivers not to have a regular F1 drive. He will fly overnight to Bahrain from Japan, where he has been this week testing the car he races in their Super Formula Series. About to board for Bahrain, a bit earlier than expected, but so much looking forward to it. Will do my very best for the team. He is a possibility to replace Britain's Jenson Button as Alonso's teammate in 2017, and racing this weekend provides him an opportunity to showcase his abilities.